Yes, sir. Welcome back to Dimers TV as we continue with our team preview series, this time featuring the Toronto.
Raptors.
Okay, so the last time we checked, the Toronto Raptors had a 27 and 45 record. That was 12th in the Eastern Conference. And then after that, of course, we let's now proceed to our team stats. So the Raptors averaged 111.3 points per game. That was only 19th in the league. That wasn't pretty good. After that, when it comes to the rebounds per game, they averaged 41.6. That was 28th in the league. That wasn't also pretty good as well. And then what else? When it comes to their assists per game, they averaged 24.1, which was 20th in the league. And when it comes to the points allowed, they allowed 112.4 points per game. That was 18th in the league. So just by looking at the stats, we can easily determine why the Raptors did not have a great season last year. Okay, so let's go to their key returning players. Let's start off with Pascal Siakam. He averaged 21.4 points per game, 7.2 rebounds per game, 4.5 assists, 1.1 steals, and 70 and PER of 17.77. Still, there were some incidents during the season where Siakam was kind of out of focus, and he also had a slump. And basically, that was the story for the Raptors. Another key player is Fred VanVleet. He averaged 19.6 points per game, 4.2 boards, 6.3 dimes, and 1.7 steals per game with a PER of 16.88. Fred VanVleet has really come a long way from being an undrafted player to now being the money player for the Toronto Raptors. And of course, another key player who is returning to the Raptors is none other than OG Anunoby. He averaged 15.9 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, 2.2 dimes, and 1.5 steals per game with a PER of 15.44. Just nice to see OG back after, missing the season before last season. Okay. So just nice to see him healthy again. Now, as for the rookie, again, the silver lining for not having a good season is that you end up really getting a nice, solid young player, and they actually decided to use the fourth pick on Scottie Barnes. Yes, the very athletic Scottie Barnes from Florida State. They surprised a lot of people when they selected Scottie Barnes over Jalen Suggs, but it seems like the Raptors are really high on what Scottie Barnes can do for them. Okay, now let's proceed to the depth chart. So the Raptors, this is their expected starting lineup. Fred VanVleet will be at point. Then you have the guy they acquired for Norman Powell, none other than Gary Trent Jr. They also signed him to an extension. And then OG Anunoby at 3, Pascal Siakam at 4, and Kem Birch at center. Now that will be a battle because when it comes to their second unit, as you can see here, you have Chris Boucher. He can also battle for that starting spot. And then if he decides to stay, right now there are rumors that he wants out, then Goran Dragic might be their backup point guard. And then Malachi Flynn, who played very well towards the end of the season. He was their late first round pick last year, balled out. He looks to continue that this coming season. And then, of course, Scottie Barnes will be coming off the bench first as he develops. But we'll see. Maybe he figures it out quickly and he gets to start. And then another guy that underrated pickup was Precious Achua. They also got him from that Kyle Lowry deal that sent Lowry to Miami. So Achua is the first round pick of the Heat last year. Okay, so some other notable additions. They added Sam Decker and also Alex Antetokounmpo. Now let's proceed to the thoughts and predictions. And for starting, or for this episode, we will mix it up a little bit. We have a new segment called Dynamite, and our featured guest for the Dynamite is none other than one of our loyal supporters, Bob Caridad. Okay, so there you go. So Bob Caridad is a loyal, not just a loyal Dimers TV fan, but also a bona fide Raptors fan. Okay, so he's a hashtag We the North type of guy. So let's read the insights or the comments or thoughts and predictions of Bob. Quote, it comes as no surprise that the Raptors are in rebuilding mode right now. The remaining players from the 2019 championship team are only OG, Pascal, Chris Boucher, and Freddie. With that said, I'm very excited with the rookie Scottie Barnes. Scottie is a 20-year-old 6'7" forward who plays terrific defense. Watch his highlights and you'll get to know what I'm talking about. The guy also has a long wingspan, and his choice to wear short shorts and long socks takes me back to the 70s to the 90s era. Furthermore, Bob also said that I expect a lot from Gary Trent Jr. because of the extension that he just signed, a replacement to what Fred's role was to Kyle Lowry. I expect Fred, on the other hand, to be the dominant ball handler, while Gary is the second top ball handler. And then I'm not too sure with Goran Dragic yet because of the rumors that he doesn't want to be in Toronto. Dallas and the Clippers are trying to make moves for him, as far as I know. And then Bob also added that the Raptors finished 12th last season, which no one really faulted them for. They didn't even get to play in Toronto. It was basically a throwaway season. And with that said, I expect more production now because of the revamped roster and the fact that they'll be playing in Toronto again. And Bob ended with this one. Pascal will continue to be the main scorer, but I also expect OG to play up to par with Pascal. OG is the one who needs to step up big time this season, in my opinion. The roster we have now are full of tall and also lanky players. So if this team sticks to this kind of rotation by the start of the season, then the defense will be where we're going to be best at. Scoring in the paint will never be easy, and I can tell you that for sure. End quote. Okay, so thank you, Bob Caridad, for those insights. So again, before we end the episode, we would like to shout out Bob Caridad. Thank you for giving your insights, Bob. You know, last year, Bob also wanted to join the previous series episode for the Raptors. It just so happened that we were not able to shoot it. So thank you, Bob, for your insights. And so with that, we end our team preview episode on the Toronto Raptors. Again, thank you, Dimers, for always supporting us. If you haven't done it yet, please like the video and share the video, share your thoughts, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit on the bell notification so that you will be updated with all our videos as well. And you know, you can also like and follow our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and our Instagram page. And with that, we end our episode. See you again in the next episode of the Team Preview Series. This is J.I. Dime saying keep safe, everyone.